All right, what's going on, everybody? Isaac Fleischer here, and welcome to another iHoopsFL interview. Now, before we begin, make sure you guys give me a follow on Instagram at iHoopsFL. I post all these interviews that I do, post all the highlights, all the best clips on my Instagram at iHoopsFL. And for you guys, maybe you want to see any of the other work that I've done around the world of basketball, I also post all the articles that I've written for a company down here in South Florida, along with some recent recruitment if I've been getting about some of these guys I've interviewed on my Twitter at iHoopsRecruits. So again, the IG for the interviews at iHoopsFL, Twitter at iHoopsRecruits for recruitment info and articles. But anyways, let me bring on our guest right now. What's going on, man? How you been?
Yeah, how about you?
I'm doing pretty well, man. Thanks for asking. Well, anyways, let's get right into this interview. And you mentioned before the interview how you keep your social media on DND. So why do you do that?
While I'm in school, so I can focus on school, keep my GPA up and stuff. So just keep it on D&D, so I don't get in trouble with my phone or anything.
Okay, but what about like outside of school? Then it's back to normal?
Sometimes it depends, like what kind of day it is.
And when did you kind of make that decision? I just want to keep all my social media on silent for, probably over 24 hours most of the time.
I probably made that decision when I got my first offer. Like stay on D&D, so like no newcomers come trying to text you and stuff, different things like that.
But you said so. Who doesn't come trying to text you?
Sir?
You said who? Like so what doesn't come trying to text you?
Like no new people. Like
I get what you're talking about. I get it. But anyways, you need to add on that anymore. But anyways, just keep going in the interview. Actually sticking to social media. So I mean you're I think it's what is it? It's brand with the butter. But I mean you're not the only one with that with the butter at. So what does that mean, and why is it kind of trendy with a lot of people in your area?
I mean, like with the butter, we're a brotherhood. Everybody in with the butter, we brothers. We got each other back and everything.
Is that like a fam or?
Yeah, we not. I mean, we. Dang, hold on. Like it's just with the butter. Like you the family. Like we invite you to the house or something, eat with each other and stuff.
Yeah, so like all you guys are friends, right? Like I just can't put it and like,
yeah,
like I could say, I don't know, it's like I don't know, LeBron James, Isaac, or something like that. That's kind of normal because it's just a LeBron James fan. But if I put like Hoops FL with the butter, like I'm gonna get kind of judged because I'm not in the fam, right?
Yeah, you can't just be with the fam.
Yeah, and how'd you come up with that name? That's a little bit like not random, but I don't know. I never really heard that before. So how'd you come up with that?
I didn't come up with it. Corey, I mean not Corey, but probably like the OGs with the butter.
And you've no clue like how they kind of came up with that name?
I think it was like with jelly. No, I don't know honestly.
All right, well, I guess what would I have to do to get myself to be in the with the butter kind of thing?
I mean,
what are the requirements? I'm not being serious. I just want to know like what the requirements are.
But like, you gotta be a hooper. You can't just be a hooper, but you gotta be like a good hooper. You gotta be cool, be family. Just yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think I meet those requirements already. With all my hooping skills and all that stuff. But I guess you maybe talk about that a little bit off the camera. But I know you guys did win a state championship your freshman year. I think you were showing me like the picture or whatever from your freshman year. But anyways, I mean, what did that do for you and your mentality this season? Winning a state championship for your freshman year.
This made me feel better. I mean, it just makes me feel like I need to work harder so I can get a state championship this year, the next year, the years to come on, and everything like that. It shows me that. If I work hard and keep working hard, I can get generational wealth, and everything.
And having the expectation of needing to win a state championship again in your sophomore year, how much pressure does that now bring into this season, and how are you going to be able to handle that?
Working hard in practice, being a leader on and off the court and everything, keeping my grades up. I mean, it's not really pressure to me. I like being in the light. I mean, it's not pressure to me.
And were you going to say, like, I guess you enjoy being in situations where to other people, it's a ton of pressure, but to you, it's kind of not like that?
Yeah, I actually like it because if you do what you're supposed to do, everybody gonna love you. But if you don't do what you're supposed to do, everybody not gonna love you. You're gonna get some hate. I just love stuff like that.
So I guess are you kind of lucky in a way where when you're in a situation where there's a ton of pressure, you just can't fall under pressure, but it's just a little bit lucky.
I mean, yeah, I'm a little bit lucky.
Yeah.
But
So,
this year I know I gotta work hard. So because I know I'll be a big part of the state championship run this year. So that means I gotta work hard every day and everything like that.
and I'm assuming speaking of pressure, I'm sure you maybe had some clutch moments throughout your career. What's maybe been like your most clutch moment as a basketball player?
Well, actually in the state championship, when I caught this pass from my teammate Chase McDuffie, he threw the pass and I caught the ball and I dunked it and the crowd went crazy. And I was like, yeah. Like, it just made me feel good because I stepped up to the light. If I wouldn't have caught the ball, everybody would have hated me. But once I caught the ball and I just went up and dunked it, the crowd went crazy.
And was that for the win too?
Who?
Was that for the win as well?
Oh, no, it wasn't for the win.
Okay, but anyways, I mean, at least like my mentality, you kind of said it perfectly in a way. If I'm getting the ball past me, it's like I drop it, everyone's gonna hate me. If I don't, like good things will happen. Like, I mean, that's a ton of pressure. Like I can't really handle that. Like I'll be like, if it's slow motion, like I'll be shaking, like when the ball is gonna throw it at me, like midair. Like I'll be so nervous. So how are you able to just not fold under pressure like that?
Well, I mean, you just don't think hard. Like you shouldn't think hard because you just know you gotta do it. You're gonna do it. I mean, like if you working hard every day for that pass, you're gonna catch it in the game. Yeah, I mean.
And it seems like I know you're at school right now. I know there's one guy, even before the interview was talking to you. It seems like you're very well liked around your school. How are you kind of able to build a big name for yourself and kind of be a hometown hero in your area?
I'm well run. Oh, it's not. I'm well mannered. Everybody knows me. I'm a nice kid, but on that court, I'm a dog and I'm gonna kill anybody in front of me. Yeah, all my teachers love me and everything.
Yeah, for sure. That's awesome. And speaking of, your area, your state of South Carolina, would you consider yourself, the best player in the class of 2023 in your state?
Of course.
And can you elaborate that a little bit more on why you think that you're the best player in your whole entire state for your class?
Well, I believe I'm number one in my state because every time the lights are on, I perform. I mean, like in the state championship, that's a key moment. AAU season, I turned up a lot, got a lot of offers. I just know I got to keep working, and things will change.
And I'm sure, like, I shouldn't really be asking this question. It's a little bit negative. But let's say, the lights are on, a ton of people there, and you happen to not perform. I mean, like, let's be honest. Like, it's probably one of those bad games. They're going to come, sooner or later. Like, it just happens to everybody because we're all human and stuff like that. How are you going to handle that when you don't perform like what your expectations are?
Well, I'm gonna take the hate because I know I ain't do what I was supposed to do. But I mean, next game I'm just showing who I am. I mean, everybody has a bad game or something like that. But I mean, I'm gonna just take the hate, keep working. It's just hate. You gotta live through it.
Yeah. Have you had any haters yet? I mean, you're just doing so well at basketball. I mean, there has to be people hating you. If not, you're not doing anything right. Have you had any experience with haters recently?
Oh, of course. I mean, haters comment on my posts every day. I really just don't pay attention to it. I really don't care. My mom talk trash to me. It don't get to me.
Yeah. What's it like having your mom trash talk you like that?
I mean, to get you tougher, because it's gonna be haters in this world, and I mean, you're gonna have to just take that hate or you ain't gonna make it.
Definitely. And playing for TSF during the summer for a little bit, what was that experience like?
It was a great experience. We played. It was a great experience. I mean, we played a lot of people. It was fun playing with high-level guards like Isaiah and Kane and them. It was just a fun experience. I mean, can't wait for the next season.
And what are your expectations for that next AAU season with them?
To average like 15 points, 10 rebounds, and like 5 blocks, or 5 or more blocks.
And are they a Nike YBL team?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure about that. I thought they were. I wasn't 100% sure. But do you think maybe you mentioned a lot of their players? Do you think there's any chance that you'll be trying to team up with any of those guys from that TSF team in the future, whether it's even in high school or in college?
we never talked about it, but I mean, you never know.
Definitely. And just sticking to, like I say, maybe team up with college, just the next level in general. How's the recruitment process been?
The recruit process. Oh, the recruit process has been great. I mean, talking to college coaches, getting offers and everything, just makes me feel like I need to work harder and everything. Like, the hype don't mean nothing if you don't perform. Yeah.
And I just want to ask, because you keep talking about performing, do you rap at all or sing or something like that? Because you keep saying performing. I don't know if there's anything else you good at performing.
I don't do none of that.
Only basketball you perform in, nothing else. You've no other secret talent, nothing.
Who?
Do you have any other secret talents or just basketball only?
When I was in middle school, I used to play the trombone.
Oh, okay. I had a feeling you did something like artsy just because he kept saying perform the whole time. So I'm like, this guy must be doing like something else. That's crazy. You play the trombone?
Yeah.
Man,
when I didn't make the basketball team in 7th grade, I just joined the band.
Okay, that's crazy. You didn't make the basketball team in 7th grade? Sorry, I got a random phone call. How did that feel? Not making the basketball team in 7th grade, which is only like a few years ago. I mean, what did that do for you and your mentality?
Not making the basketball team in the 7th grade, it just pushed me to a limit. Like, man, I'm gonna show this dude who I am. He should have picked me when I was in 7th grade. And it shows me all the hard work I did in 7th grade to where I am now, and like, just make me feel better. Like, yeah, now I'm better than all them kids and stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, like, not gonna lie, if someone told me I didn't make the basketball team in middle school, like, I'd be like, there's no way, like, you're going deep. Like, I mean, I feel like you're already a failure. You didn't make the middle school team. There's no way you can really do anything in high school. Just what made you just so different? Because there's probably a good amount of kids that haven't made their middle school basketball teams or never played basketball in middle school, then played high school basketball, but they probably ended up being nobodies, maybe quit playing basketball after high school. I mean, just what made you go from not making the middle school basketball team to now being one of the top players in your class?
My work ethic. I'm gonna go after what I want, and I'm gonna get what I want. And I'm gonna go after what I want and stuff like that. My bad.
Nah, you're straight, bro.
Hey. I'm gonna go after what I want. Huh?
Did you just forget what you were gonna say?
Yeah, I'm brain.
Right. Now I forgot what I was gonna say. Holy crap! I already. Oh yeah, I remember. So let's go back in time. To 7th grade. I want you to take us through the day when you found out. You didn't make the basketball team. Were you literally immediately just working out or something like that? Take us through that whole day once you found out. I'm not gonna be playing middle school basketball.
So my mom was hyping me up on social medias and everything, and I was getting notifications all on my phone because I always been like the little popular kid or whatever, like the top popular kid. And 2:30 came. That's after PE. Um, then the list was in the gym when you walk in, like middle school team. And I didn't see my name. I mean, it didn't really hurt me. I really didn't care, but it was like, okay, I didn't get picked, so I'm gonna do something else because I don't want to just go straight home after school. So I was like, I'm gonna sign up for band. And I just started playing the trombone. In eighth grade, I didn't go to that school. Eighth grade, I don't think. I don't think so.
But then, what about in terms of basketball? Because I know I'm sure Bam was a commitment. What'd you do right after that day? In terms of basketball, did you maybe take a little bit of a break, or were you, literally just keep working?
I believe I probably just stopped playing basketball because there was no reason to play if I'm not gonna play, and it kind of did hurt my feelings because being like 5'8", 5'9", 6 foot, blah, 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 and you're tall, and you ain't make the basketball team, and all your homeboys on the basketball team, it probably hurt me a little bit, and I just stopped playing basketball. Stopped going to the recreation department and stuff. Just said, okay, basketball.
Yeah, well, now I'm a little bit confused because you obviously had to work hard to get to where you are today. So how did this all come to be then? If you kind of stopped playing for a little bit once you found out you didn't make the team?
I actually moved to Orangeburg with my dad, and I moved to Orangeburg and I played varsity that following year. I just made the varsity team instead of making the middle school team for Bethune-Bowman, and I barely played, but it was a lot of fun. I got tough. I was motivated and stuff, and that's when I started working out every day. That's when I started working out every day and everything. And then I met Coach Darius Wiley, and met Coach Darius Wiley through Coach Reese because he was in Orangeburg and he watched me play one time, and he watched me play and everything. And he told Coach Wiley, and Coach Wiley is I'm not my high school coach. He's my AAU coach for Team USC. So me and him, I moved to Columbia, and I stayed with him for the summer, and we just worked out every day, worked out our legs and everything, and everything like that. And I don't know, I got my first in-game dunk, and I dunked on somebody, and that's when I started blowing up last year.
Man, that's crazy. But so technically, I guess in terms of your work process, like you don't make seventh grade team, whatever. Then you move for eighth grade. I guess you somehow made varsity, try out again, and then. But then before like you made varsity team in eighth grade, were you just not really playing like too serious? Like then all of a sudden once you made the team, you realized I could really take this thing seriously?
No, I think I moved to Orangeburg to play basketball. I don't think I moved to Orangeburg to stay with my dad. But then that same year, I moved back to Columbia. No. I moved back to Augusta to live with my mom. I moved back to Augusta to be with my mom, and I moved to Pine Hill Middle, which I couldn't play basketball because I was in South Carolina for the year. And then and then that year, Greg Collegiate came up. I met Coach Dion and everything, and tried for basketball. Started going up and everything.
Yeah, not gonna lie, like I was a little bit confused in general, but at least when you made the varsity team, in eighth grade, were you at all surprised? Like, how did this happen? Like, it wasn't like you made JV, you made varsity in eighth grade. You weren't at all surprised at all.
I know I worked for it, so I was like, yeah, I deserve to be on varsity this year. And I just forgot all about Georgia and everything. Like, okay, you gonna be my motivation.
And you said you were dunking on people in eighth grade too, or was that ninth grade?
Yeah, I got my first in-game dunk against Illinois Mean Streets.
Oh, okay. But that's. Oh wait, I thought it was Chicago. It's not Chicago Mean Streets. Actually, yeah, I think it.
Yeah.
Or, whatever. I don't even know. But so that was what summer? What grade you were going into when you had that first in-game dunk?
I was going to ninth. Yeah, I was going to ninth grade, and then it was a May hoops tournament.
84.7.
Yeah, that's crazy. So I guess what'd you think about that? Your first big highlight, or at least not your first big highlight, but your first in-game dunk like that. Going to ninth grade, you said, so at such a young age. What did you think about that?
What I thought about that? I worked for it all summer, so I was expecting stuff like that. And, yeah, I was like, yeah, I worked for this.
And would you maybe say like confidence is one of the key aspects to your basketball game? Because you seem really confident in yourself and everything like that.
Of course, you got to be confident in yourself. If you open, you should take that jump shot and not pass it up.
Did you, right?
That's how I feel.
No, I didn't.
And out of the schools that have offered you so far, I'm not sure if you noticed exactly, but which schools have been contacting you a lot?
Oh, okay.
Georgetown.
82.5.
Georgetown, Wake Forest, Clemson.
Yeah, that's crazy. And do any of those schools, do any of them know, like, you didn't make the middle school basketball team at all?
I believe they know. I believe they read articles about me. I think so.
Wait, did they have that in articles?
Sir?
They have that thing in articles?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, wait, but what? So people write articles about that? Wait, why would people write an article about that?
Because, like, interviews, I just use it as motivation.
Yeah, I guess it's a good point. Real quick, you need to call me sir because I'm the same age as you, I think. So it's not really that deep, man. No one's gonna judge you for not using all your manners and stuff like that.
83.5.
What about in terms of interest? Which schools have been showing you a lot of heavy interest recently?
Florida State, UNC just sent me a letter. Iowa State just sent me a letter. Kentucky been showing interest since last year.
Check paperwork game?
No, but they,
USC.
Tomorrow.
USC. And that's a few to name right now.
Yeah, so getting a letter from UNC or Kentucky, some of those blue blood programs like kids dream of going to. How does that make you feel more that they're interested in a guy like you?
It just makes me feel better in myself. Like, it just shows me how hard work pays off, and that I need to keep working out every day to get to them schools, the big schools like that.
82.3.
And is that like, are UNC or Kentucky, have those been some of your dream schools growing up as a kid, or what school's been your dream school before?
I actually don't have a dream school. Yeah, I really don't have a dream
82.3.
Well, when you were like a kid, you never had like a dream college you always wanted to go to when you were like, 5 years old or something like that?
No.
All right. Well, anyways, made it to the end of the interview. I got one more question for you, and I want to know, what are the goals for the rest of your high school career?
Oh, Gatorade Player of the Year every year. Goals. I want my jersey hung up.
What I tell you? 82.3.
I don't know. Every year, average a double-double. I really don't know right now.
I mean, those were enough goals. You could have said Gatorade Player of the Year. That could have been enough for a goal. But it's not like a hard task. But I'm going to be the best player in your state. You think you will accomplish that for 3 straight years? And if so, why?
I think I accomplished it because the hard work I'm putting in. I'm a great athlete, great student, everything.
What's your eighth grade? JV.
And I'm going to perform in the game, whether it count or not.
And before we end the interview, is there anything you want to plug or anybody you want to shout out?
Anybody I want to shout out?
Yeah, or anything you want to plug, stuff like that.
Shout out to Mickey Gordon. Shout out all my coaches, help me work out and everything. Shout out Coach Davis. I think that's about it. Shout out Great Cleveland Academy.
5.4.
All right, sounds good. Well, Anyways, make sure you guys give us a follow on Instagram at brand with the butter, and at iHoopsFL. I mean, appreciate you for coming on, man. It means a lot. But anyways, for 6/7/2023 forward, Brandon Gardner, I'm Isaac Fleischer, and this has been another iHoopsFL interview. Peace out, guys.